So I got Mickey, the founder of Lakeshore Chess, and got Blackman, expert, and they're talking about chess and poker. In your opinion, are there any similarities in chess and poker, or
they're the same game in my opinion almost?
right?
Yeah, like I think, especially right now with computers, people like overvalue like the objectively right move. But then at the end of the day, if you get in front of a board with somebody, you're just playing that person, and like that comes out a lot in poker and in chess, where it's like your mentality is
absolutely. And the same thing, like you can play the objectively right poker move and still lose money. Like, and that happens more so in chess. Like there's various, and you could actually know. Like in chess, there's nerve. You can know what the right move is, but it looks so messy and scary. You're afraid to play it. Same thing in poker. You should know you could have to make the call or you should place a bet, but you're like, oh, I only got this many chips left. What if you call? What if he knows that this is? I know that I'm supposed to do this. And he counters me. Like I know I'm supposed to bet, but what if he knows that I know I'm supposed to bet? And he counters me. It's so scary because that's all the money I can get out the tournament. He's supposed to fold, but what if he don't?
yeah.
Let me ask you this: are there ratings in poker like there is in chess, or is it totally different?
There's rankings more or less than not ratings.
So it's like number one, number two type of thing.
It's like number one, number two. Like you. It's also seeding. In chess, you're rated by how many games you win. Poker, you're rated by how much dollars you win and how much experience you have.
So like, let's say player A has spent $500 in entry fees and he's won $5,000, but player B has spent $3,000 in entry fees and also won $5,000. Obviously, the first player is going to be better. Is there a way to quantify that?
The first, they would probably give them a similar rating in most circles.
Interesting.
It's not the same. They'll both be like 1,800.
Interesting. Okay.
Because they always look at like
lifetime winnings.
What's funny about it, like poker players say the results don't matter. That's a famous saying with Kamal Poker. Like, as long as you did what was right, whether it worked out or not, doesn't matter.
Interesting.
But then when you rate them, it's, oh, how much money you win? Like, it's very result heavy, but they always preach. Keep doing the fundamentally, statistically sound thing, and over time you'll win the money. But that's not always the case unless you have 100,000 sample size.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, you're supposed to win 20% of the time, but that makes them like a 5 million sample. So if you lose that first 100,000,
Are there any famous poker players or chess players that turned into poker pros that you guys heard of?
Jen Shahadi.
Who?
Jen Shahadi.
Oh, okay.
She's like a shark in poker. She's like.
Oh, really?
I think she's.
Didn't she do chess and poker mix?
She did on ESPN. And then she also hosted like a poker and Caribbean things.
Okay.
So she does commentary back and forth. But
I read on her Wikipedia, she's actually, there's a totally different variant of poker, and she's apparently like the world champion in that variant of poker.
Oh, wow.
I think maybe short deck maybe is what they're talking about.
What's that?
A short deck.
I'm not sure.
Short deck. It's just like chess has bug house and poker has just as many variants. And also the professor, Howard Lederer, is actually a UCF expert.
Who?
Howard Lederer. He's won over $1 million in poker, but he's a USCF chess expert. They call him the professor.
I see.
And just about any high-level chess player has some sort of edge over just the casual person that want to pick up poker. Because we're already analytical in nature, and poker is more analytical than most people do play.
So, do they have like over the board? Like, what is it the term for like an open poker? What is it? Did you say
over the felt?
Over the, like, what is that exactly? Over the.
So felt is the material covering the poker table. Like if you play billiards or pool, they'll say the felt, the green.
Actually, in the bottom of chess pieces too, it's felt.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Fancy pieces.
Yeah.
Yes. From the House of Sutton.
I wonder how would somebody like Gopal do in poker. Somebody who's really.
A lot of poker players, chess players abandon poker for abandon chess for poker.
Oh, really?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like
they abandon. Yeah.
They abandon. They just stopped playing chess and started playing poker. And I can name senior master Marvin Danvers, for instance. Another guy that's probably less known is a suburban night, Paul find them at your local poker table more so readily than you can find them at a chess table.
All right. Last question. Why do you think poker is more popular than chess, even though we have more players that play chess than poker?
It's all about the money. A chess event, you play 3 days and you may get 4 extra money. Whereas a poker table, you'll play 1 day, all day, or maybe even 2 days, but it's like 100x your value.
100 what?
100 times your value.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
you pay 1,000. The prize fund for first could be a couple 100,000 to $1 million.
Is that just because there's more people in the tournaments, or
Yeah.
do they have sponsorships?
There's more people in the tournaments and sponsorships, but like the average chess tournament have, say the Chicago Open,
It's like 800.
800 people. I went to Florida to play at the Seminole at the Hard Rock. It was a $5,000 buy-in, and they had a waiting list after 5,000 people entered.
Oh, wow.
So 5,000 people paid $5,000
It's insane.
because first place was guaranteed to be 1.2 million.
Which is 5,000 people. That's it. 5,000 people, right? So that's your.
So their limit was 3,000. So they had 2,000 people waiting for somebody for another 2,000 to get eliminated, and they could go into their spot.
Oh, so like what do you call that? Like a re-entry, you mean?
Yeah.
Or is it?
But it's a new player.
Okay.
Re-entry, but with a new player. So everybody started off with 10,000 chips. So say you get rated out. Some people got 100,000, some people got 2,000, some people got all over the place. But you started with that 10,000 like it's a brand new tournament for you.
Yep.
So when you're late to the event, you come at a huge advantage because some people already accumulated large stacks.
They already have 3 queens.
They already have 3 queens, but you thinking that guy so bad I can beat him with 3 queens, so I'm still gonna give you my $5,000.
All right, cool. All right, thanks, guys.
Of course.